How you doing, people? It's Big T. I'm back, baby. Um, Today I want to talk about overcoming yourself. I want to keep this as short as I possibly can because it's a fucking broad ass topic, and I'm probably gonna try to break it up into sections. You get me? So let's just get straight into it. There's this brother, fucking certified guy. Honestly, every time I watch him speak, he resonates so deeply with me. It just makes my heart vibrate, and I get goosebumps, bro. He talks about one thing that he says. One thing that he says is, your personality creates your personal reality, which cut me deep, man, because it's cool that I've been watching him recently, because I've been on this massive journey where I've been kind of recreating who the fuck I am. You get me? Or rediscovering who I am. You see, I cut off certain people that needed to be cut off, that weren't serving my best interest. And I've always come with pure intentions and love. And I understand that certain things happened in my life recently because God needed me to separate myself. Because when I'm coming with pure intention and that's not being reflected in my outer reality, I need to remove myself from that situation. So I'm very grateful for certain things that have happened in my life recently, because it's allowed me to isolate, further focus on myself, and develop who the fuck I really am. You get me? And it's been an amazing journey, and I just want to share this. I'm going to try to keep this as short as I possibly can, because it's a lot to cover, man. There's a lot to cover. But basically, listen. If you want to change, or if you want to start to manifest the reality that you want, and you're not happy with your current circumstances, then you need to understand that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you want to change certain things or whatever, and you're thinking, why is this not happening? Why is it not happening? It's because you need to change. You get me? And I had to change. And now I'm in a position where I'm surrounded by loving, kind people. I'm what I give is being reciprocated. And my normal state is a very loving, grateful, just joyous state. You get me? I'm more stabilized, to say it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So instead of even though I'm still going through certain things, I'm understanding why I'm going through them, and I'm taking everything as a lesson, and I'm learning, and I'm able to navigate my way through adversity and certain obstacles in a loving, grateful kind of way, because I understand that everything's only going to further build my character and make me who I'm meant to be. But I feel like in this current society and the way that things are being run, there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of look at this person, look at that person. A lot of us are living in ego, very deep in ego. You get me? And healthy ego is going to stop you from jumping off a cliff, because you know that you're not fucking Superman and you ain't just going to take off. You get me? But I mean, some people might. But anyway, but when you're in an unhealthy, egotistical state of being, you become very self-obsessed, very incompassionate. You don't really care about everything's like around you. And I've dealt with very egotistical people, and at some point I was egotistical myself. You get me? But that's never truly been who I was inside, and I've known that. But you see, when you start to think a certain type of way, it triggers neural pathways in your brain that then release neurotransmitters, neuropeptides or hormones, whatever it may be, that then travel through your body, and then they'll go to a specific area, bind with certain cells, and then combine with certain cells, and then that releases that negative low frequency emotion, whether it may be anger or jealousy or self-doubt or unworthiness, or you know where I'm trying to go with this, yeah? So when you consistently when you consistently trigger those neural pathways and release those chemicals to your body starts to crave those chemicals, and now your body is triggering your brain to think a certain type of way. So say for example, it becomes like an endless cycle in it. So your thoughts trigger your emotions, then your emotions trigger your thoughts, and then you just go back and forth, and it's just constantly round and round and round, and it becomes a trap. You entrap yourself in a negative state of being. So it turns from a mood to a temperament to a personality trait. And listen, when you operate under that state of being, and that becomes a personality trait, that also becomes your personal reality. So you start to attract other people that are at those lower vibrational that operate under those lower vibrational frequencies. You know, they're jealous, they're toxic, they lie. You know, those kinds of situations, and I've been around that, and I hate lies. I hate lies deeply, because I'm a very honest person. Even when I wasn't maybe somewhat egotistical, I was still very honest, and I had a good heart, you get me? But I don't like toxicity, I don't like negative emotions, I do not like feeling like that, you get me? But when your body starts to crave them for certain people, it becomes a state of familiarity. Fuck, bro. It becomes familiar. It becomes familiar, you get me? So, and through becoming familiar, it becomes comfortable. And when it's comfortable, it somewhat becomes like a warm blanket around you. So it's very difficult to break those chains, you get me? And how I started to do this was through my daily process. Obviously, my gymming, meditation, and reading. I was not just reading like fucking Harry Potter, even though I love Harry Potter, yeah? I wasn't just reading like Harry Potter, I'm reading, you know, books that are actually that are teaching me the knowledge that I need to be able to master myself and step in my power and become the best version of myself, you get me? And you know, it was a long process, not easy, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not easy, but it's the best thing I've ever done. It's the most, I feel genuine happiness now. Like, I feel genuine happiness, and I feel genuine, and my capacity to love now is so much greater than it ever used to be, because I've put that love into myself. So now I filled my cup, and I can pour it into other people's cups. Obviously, I ain't trying to pour it into no empty cup, because then they're only gonna fucking drain mine. Like, that's what I'm saying. The people that I've attracted into my life now, we pour into each other's cups. It's a mutual exchange of energy. It's mutual exchange of love, joy, and gratitude, man. Like, I'm just very grateful to be surrounded by who I'm surrounded, my family, my friends who are my family, and I'm grateful that I cut off these people, because they were only taken from me, you know? Like I said in my last video, I'm a very powerful person. We are all very, very powerful people, and we need to understand that, so we don't just be fucking giving it to any next Dick, Tom and Sally, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Is that the phrase? Yeah, whatever it may be, yeah. But so let me just explain to you quickly. The meditation, when you meditate and you go from beta waves in your brain, beta waves is your conscious mind. You go from beta waves into alpha brain waves. You start to have that compassion, that love, that joy. You start to feel that more, and then your neural the neural pathways in your brain start to rewire into what it's been so used to over a long period of time, which becomes our personality. They start to rewire themselves and form new ones that are supporting more love, the more of the emotions of love, joy, gratitude, and these high vibrational emotions. Meditation is very, very fucking important. I recommend it to absolutely everybody. If you don't believe me, look into it. People have changed their lives. People have healed from cancer just from meditating alone. People have cured a whole heap of trauma. Meditation is massive. The gym, for me, looking after your body, because your outer world is a representation of your inner world. You need to look after yourself. You need to take care of yourself. Like, you have to, because we've been blessed with these bodies, and for us to mistreat them and overindulge, we're just disrespecting ourselves. Do you get me? And when we put the right things in our body and we exercise and these kind of things, it further promotes those happy emotions. The endorphins get released. We feel more energized, more revitalized. We feel happy. Do you get it? So diet, gym, I recommend starting to eat organic food. Big boy change. There's a lot of fuckery in our food at the moment. A lot of fuckery. Look into it. It's peak. They're killing us. What else? Am I reading, man? Expand your knowledge. You need to learn about yourself, so you can learn how to change yourself to become who you want to, like the person that you're meant to be, who you desire to be. I mean, I know certain people want to be bad or want to be low vibrational. They want to do bad things, but a lot of us are it's just habit. You know, we don't feel good doing certain things, but because we're surrounded around all of these toxic people and that's all we see and that's all we surround ourselves around, it becomes a habit for us, and it's very difficult to break that habit. So expanding your knowledge makes you further understand how you can break these patterns and create new patterns that are for the benefit of you, your loved ones, whoever may be around you, and then your community. If you do that deep inner work, you'll be more of a valuable person, not only to yourself, to your loved ones, and then the community as well. Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to try and do. I'm here to try to show people that, you know, we're on this earth to harmonize and to love and to be good to each other. It's nice to be nice, you get me? So the way that the current system is designed is to keep us suppressed, to stop us from being creative, to stop us from unlocking our true potential, and to misguide us, misdirect us, and a lot of us are being seduced by it. So I want to try to show people there's another way, man, you get me? And I'm on this path myself, and I want to share that with you, because if you want to take this path, we can do this together, man. You get me? Come on, people. Turn every negative to a positive. I love you. Stay grateful. You know what time it is. Yes.